Good morning friends. Today we are going to learn functional organization. It is also called staff organization. In the previous lecture we have studied line organization as well as different forms of organization. In a line organization, the drawback of line organization was non-utilization of specialization among workers. This problem is addressed in functional organization. Such type of organization is done according to functions or specialization. In a figure you will find that there are four types of functions, that is production function, marketing function, finance and personal functions. These are nothing but four departments of the organization which is according to functions of the department. Head office will look after production department, marketing department, finance department and personal department. Even every department who is at the head office will look after plan number 1, and plan number 1 is maybe at factory, and there will be again a production, marketing, finance and personal departments over the factory. So this type of organizational structure is called a functional organization. Let us understand advantages and disadvantages of functional organization. The first advantage of functional organization is benefit of specialization. It utilizes the worker specialization. Suppose a worker A is expert in designing of a car. He utilizes his knowledge of designing, but at the same time he should have another expertise in purchase of material from different places. Even he should have a knowledge of software on which he is doing a design. As far as completion of the task is concerned, it look after everything related to the designing of a task. Designing of a car is not a single work, it is surrounded by another work such as purchase of the material from the market. Even it is related to software handling procedure. It is also related to other activities. So first advantage is benefit of functional organization. It is completely a specialization related organization. According to specialization, person is fit at the place at that particular point. In a line organization, there was a drawback, that is specialization was not used, because whatever there in the line that worker has to attain. But in this, a specialization is attended. Second advantage was application of expert knowledge. As I told you an example, if some worker is expert in car designing, he will apply his knowledge related to purchase, or he will apply his expert knowledge 100% to the design of a car. Then the third advantage, reducing the workload. It reduces the workload upon the workers. In a line organization, worker is busy with other work also, in which suppose worker A in a line organization is expert in area A, he has to listen only from foreman and he will attain his work, which is monotonous. But in some cases, if there is a problem, another problem in a line, he cannot attain that problem and there will be overburden upon the workers in a line organization. While in a functional organization, as it is a specialization related work, a worker is expert in dealing with surrounding problems and hence he will not feel a more burden, or he will not feel a more workload. So it will reduce workload upon the workers and everybody. The next one is efficiency. As workers will learn a different activities, workers will learn different activities, he will efficiently work upon the system, and hence he will enthusiastically work upon the working style, and hence efficiency of that worker is 100%. Next one is adequate supervision. As there are four number of supervisors in a above figure, and in this figure you will find that in a plan number 1, a supervision from production side, supervision from marketing side, supervision from finance side and personal side is also there. So it is a sufficient type of supervision on everybody. Next advantage is relief to line executive. As nobody has to work in a line, there will be a relief in the worker's line, or worker need not to attend line continuously and worker remain happy. Such type of activity, such type of organization form is used in designing type of work or research related work. Next advantage is cooperation. There remains cooperation among equal level of workers. Economy is quite good because they need not to appoint expert person for another work. Suppose somebody is expert in plumbing, company can utilize his plumbing skill somewhere else, so it is economical. Flexibility is also more. Every worker is expert in plumbing, he is expert in designing, he is expert in computer, he is expert in electrical field, and hence there will be more flexibility to shift the workers among the lines. But replacement of worker is not easy, so easy in this line organization. Rather, it is easy in line organization, it is not easy, so easy in functional organization. Then advantage, there will be more production in the functional organization or staff organization, or mass production is possible in the functional organization. Disadvantages of functional organization: complex relationship may be there. That means every worker has to listen guidelines from production department, marketing department, finance department. He will get confused, and there may not be a relation between marketing department and finance department, or there may not be a relation between market and production department. So there will be a complex type of relationship exist in this, and so worker does not understand from where to listen what orders to take from which place. Then there will be no discipline in this type of structure. In a line organization there is a clear cut discipline, because supervisor has to manage workers. Then over specialization may be there. There may be more number of workers who will expert in plumbing. There will be everybody expert in plumbing, everybody will be expert in a electrical work. So over specialization is disadvantageous to the organization. So worker will not listen to higher authorities. He is more specialized in his area than the higher authorities. Then ineffective coordination. Coordination may be there, but it may not be effective. Production supervisor will tell to workers, even marketing supervisor will tell to workers, finance department clerk will tell to workers, and so there may be not be effective coordination among the superior and subordinate. Then speed of action is again a problem. As I told you, worker has to listen each and every supervisor. So he cannot take a decision which work to do first, which work to do second. And if there is a problem on the shop floor, whom to report, he may not understand, and hence speed of action is the disadvantage, or lower speed of action will be there. Then centralization may be there. Head office has to look after all activity. That is, a centralization will take place, and there will not be more authority at the bottom level. This is a drawback of functional organization. Then lack of responsibility will be there. Worker will not be responsible for a particular job. He will do according to orders given by 2 to 3 people. So lack of responsibility will be there. If a worker goes wrong, responsibility, who will take the responsibility? Marketing person, production person, or the finance department? So it is a lack of responsibility. This is another disadvantage of a functional organization. Increasing expenses. There may be possibility that overhead expenses may be more. That means in a production department he will give separate guideline, marketing department will give separate guidelines, purchase department will give separate guidelines, and even finance department will give a separate guidelines, and there will be overhead expenses upon the factory or upon the organization, and they will utilize some portion ineffectively. Poor administration will be there. This is another drawback of functional organization. Then suitability of functional organization is in a large scale and medium scale organization only, and due to this suitability, or it is not suitable in small scale, even it is not useful, or drawback of this organization is very large, and hence such type of organization has become obsolete. Nobody is using nowadays such type of forms of organization, and it is generally used in most modern organizations